people, my great listeners and my viewers all over the world. I salute you all this day. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. Yes, let us all rejoice in Him. Yes, today I want us to look at handling conflict in marriage without breaking bounds. Yes, handling conflict in marriage without breaking bounds. Marriage is a beautiful journey filled with love, compassion, and growth. But like any relationship, it is not without its challenges, sometimes its ups and downs, sometimes, things that we are not expecting come to play sometimes. Disagreement and conflict are natural when two individuals comes together with different perspective, different personality, different expectations, different career, different belief, different religion. So the key to a lasting healthy marriage is not the absence of conflict, but how you can handle it, whether you are a man or you are a woman. So let's get through this practical guide that you can do to resolve your conflict in the marriage without breaking bounds. Now, mixed communication is often at the root of many conflicts. So as couples or as dating partners who are yet to even enter into it, or even as people who are staying together, sometimes it could even be the family together, but because we are focusing in marriage, sometimes just be sure to express your feeling. Yes, so miscommunication is often at the root of many conflicts. So be sure to express your feelings clearly without being accusatory. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me. You are always repeating what you are doing." Try this. I feel unheard when we talk about this. You see, the tone becomes very cold, very low, not too harsh to hurt the other opponent or the other partner. So likewise, practice active listening, fully focused on your spouse's word. Avoid interrupting and repeat what you have heard to ensure understanding. Now, create a safe space for each other to share thoughts and feelings, even if it's uncomfortable. Now, one of the things too we need to avoid is personal attacks. Yes, personal attacks and character assassination during disagreement. Focus on resolving the specific issue that is at hand, rather than turning the conversation into a blame game. It is you that did this. It is you that does that. It is you. No. It's crucial to maintain respect for each other, even in the heat of an argument. Remember, it is you and your spouse against the problem, not you against each other. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. When there is a problem and couples are talking about it, instead of them looking at the thing that it is us and the problem, not the problem and us, they intend to let the problem rather control their emotions and actions. So use I statement rather than you accusation to keep the discussion constructive. Now, when emotion runs high, it's easy to say things you don't mean. Sometimes, some people, when they are angry, the way they can speak or how they are able to put things, if you are not careful, you beat them. So if a conflict escalates, taking a short break to cool down can prevent saying or doing something regrettable. So come back to the conversation when both of you are calm, more level-headed, the same level. Agree on a pause button. Signal that either of you can use to take a breather during heat discussion. If you think it is going too much than you, if it's going too higher than you, please just keep calm down, lower it, lower the volume. Just calm down, and that is going to help. One thing we must also try to do during conflict resolution is to try to understand your spouse's point of view, even if you disagree, because that is how he or she feels. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree, but it shows that you value your spouse's emotions and experience and whatever she thinks. This practice softens the conflict and helps both of you feel heard and valued. So before responding, ask yourself, how would I feel if you were in the partner's shoe? How would you have felt that, okay, this that he's coming to, or this that I'm going to say to him? If I'm in the same shoes with him or her, how is he or she going to feel? You see, not every issue is worth of a fight. Sometimes it's okay to let the little things go. Let it just go. For the sake of peace in your relationship. Sometimes just leave it. Let it go. Abolish it. Leave it alone. It's not every little issue you have to go and spark a conversation. You need to sit down. We need to discuss. Sometimes what you even say we need to discuss is just to say, oh, please, I'm sorry I did this. That's it. So constantly pointing out every flaw or mistake can wear down the bond over time. This is killing a lot of homes. So before you engage in disagreement, ask yourself if the issue at hand is really worth it. If it doesn't, please leave it. Let it sleep. Just ask the strength of the Holy Spirit to guide you to let some little things go off without you going to battling and quarrel and creating fight over it. No, remember we are resolving conflict in the marital ground. Now, shutting down or giving your spouse the silent treatment after an argument can harm your relationship. This behavior often leads to resentment and unresolved feelings. Instead, openly communicate that you need space or time to think and assure your partner that you will revisit the issue. It is not that anything that you people raise, you have to resolve it the same day. No. Sometimes you need to give it a time. Tell your partner, please, can I think about this for give me 2 days, give me 3 days. It can even be a week. Yes. To make sure that you are okay with it. So commit to always coming back to the table after taking a break from the heat moment. Please ensure that when you ask your partner to give you that time, don't overlook it and don't just abolish it that, oh, it's over. No. Revisit it because that is the promise you made to him or her. So revisit it and make sure the table is calm and everything is good, and now both of you can just go in peace. Now, compromise is key in any relationship. So sometimes neither person can fully win. Nobody can win fully the argument, but a compromise can bring resolution. Likewise, don't be afraid to apologize when you are wrong. A sincere apology can mend a lot of emotional wound and bring you closer. Apologizing doesn't mean you lost or you lose the game or you no. It means you value the relationship more than being right, and you want it to be lovely. You want the union to keep going. So if you say I'm sorry, it doesn't take any beauty, it doesn't take any money from you, just to bring the peace at the table. The way you say things is just as important as what you say. So a harsh tone or raised voice can escalate an argument. So whilst a calm, respectful tone can de-escalate it, practice using a calm and a kind voice, even when discussing difficult topics. So if you notice your voice is rising, pause and take a deep breath before continuing. Please, we are all learning. Now, some issues may not be resolvable in one sitting, as I said earlier. And that's okay. It's essential to revisit important conversation after some time, especially if the initial conflict was too heat. The heat was too much. Coming back to with it with fresh perspective can lead to better solutions. So schedule time, it could be even in outside, not necessarily in the house. You could just go on a date on that particular issue. Sit somewhere with your partner and then engage the conversation, make it clear, make it lovely, and resolve the problem. Holding on grudges can weaken the foundation of any marriage. So once the conflict has been resolved, let it go, please. Those of you that the last time you did this, last 2 years you do this, last 3 years you did it, please. As we journey in the marital ground, we grew every day. We are just growing every day. It's an institution, it's a school. We are growing, we are learning. So if before that is how you used to do things, from today, please do not. Let it go and avoid bringing it back in future argument. Forgiveness allows both of you to move forward without carrying the previous emotional baggage of past disagreement into the present one. So forgive freely and remind yourself that nobody is perfect. Even you yourself, you are not perfect. So to conclude, or my closing thought about this is that handling conflict in marriage requires patience, love, care, understanding, and a willingness to get to each other's level. Instead of seeing disagreements as threats to your relationship, view them as an opportunity to grow closer and strengthen your bond. By practicing these kind of steps, you can turn conflict into connection and build a marriage that thrives through all challenges. I hope you got value for today too. Thank you so much for connecting with Riti TV, and thank you for helping, keep sharing, keep helping people. My name is Counselor Mrs. Charity Adomazanu, popularly known as Riti, sexual, reproductive, and mental health advocate. Keep helping this channel, keep sharing. Let's make this community a better place. Yes, indeed, we are changing lives, impacting life, and changing mindset. Yes, thank you.